Okay, folks, just wanted to kind of go over today's finds. This was from about a 45-minute dig from a new site. Um, and this site is definitely got a lot more hidden that just didn't have the time. And the weather was really bad today, too. So let's start over here on the left with the Civil War bullets. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of the mini balls. You got one fired, one here that was pretty mangled. This is the Sharps carbine bullet that I found. Beautiful bullet. And then I found a round ball, pistol round ball. And I did find a couple other rounds that were kind of oddly peculiar. They look like 45-70 rounds, but I don't think they're from the Civil War. I think they're probably from the late 1800s, and some pieces of lead that fit about that same time period. This most surely could have been from the Civil War. It's an old wedge. You can see it's been beat. And I think they use these to split and make rails with. If anybody knows, I find a lot of these out in the woods, and I like finding these old iron tools. They're cool. Now, over here on the right, this is what I really found a lot of. I found 19 blank 30-06 rounds. Now, I checked the dates on these. Some of them are from the 40s. A couple of them are from the 50s. So, best I can guess is this site was probably used as a training site, maybe for the National Guard in West Virginia. And I would say somewhere around mid to late 1950s, because they were still using the M1 Garand. And that's what these rounds were fired from, M1 Garand. You can tell that they were blanks. You can see how it's crimped around the top. And there used to be a piece of paper in there. And then below that was just the powder. And these are 100% training rounds. Now, they also used to use these rounds to launch grenades with. So the M1 had a grenade launcher that went on the end of the barrel. And they would use a blank, you know what I mean, that would propel this thing. So, you know, these could have been used to fire the grenades. I don't know. I'm going to have to do some more research. But most likely, I think this was probably one of those training sites that they used. I'm going to say late 1950s, just because of where I found some of these shells. They were right on top of the ground. And then, of course, you see these still used today. The American Legion, VFW, Purple Heart, different organizations use these for the 21-gun salute. There was no cemetery around there, and these were just everywhere, and I was getting hits, and I kind of had to let it go. You can find the dates on the bottom of these. Usually you'll see a number like a 1, a 2, or whatever. Then you'll see a 5 and a 3, or a 4 and a 1, or a 4 and a 2. And those numbers generally designate the year that these things were made. So, kind of cool. A little bit of history. So where I found Civil War stuff, I could find this, this step up into, Second World War, Korean War, time period. So a lot of different soldiers traveled in this area. And probably some pretty big game hunters too. Cool to the max. Great day. Glad that I got out to do that. This is a Williams cleaner bullet, by the way, and you can tell. You can see where it was nice and ramrodded down in there hard. So you see how that thing has that ring around the top like that. And because there's no hole in the middle, it wasn't pulled. It was fired. And, yeah, cool stuff. So anyways, keep watching us on Digging History, and like, subscribe on our YouTube channel, Digging History, also on our Facebook page, and keep watching. We do find the cool stuff, and we'll be back as soon as we can. This pandemic has kept us all a little bit in the house and stuff, but today got a chance to go out and find some cool stuff. If you like and subscribe, and we do some contests from time to time. There's a little ant right there. Gonna get you. So you can win some of this stuff. And so keep watching, and we'll be back with more Digging History later. Have a good day.